Hey guys, it is me again. I hope you are having a good time during your last week of school. And I am here to tell you one last story. But I figured that you get a little bit bored of hearing and seeing my face, so I'm gonna put in some pictures so that you can see something different. And the pictures are of some of the places I've been and some of the places that I went. I told you my Jody story, and these are some of the places that I guess Jody inspired me to go, and kind of how Jody inspired me and started me on a story of global citizenship. So a lot of the photos are from Nicaragua, where I was working on a dump, like a landfill, and the other photos are from when I went to Uganda, and the story you're going to be hearing is about Uganda. So, when I was in Uganda, I went when I was in college actually, and I met this guy, and I think that after Jody, he was kind of the guy that Jody gave me the inspiration to be something awesome. And then this man gave me I guess, the direction as to what that awesomeness could look like. So if you look on your screen right now, you will see a picture of Abby, the man that inspired this story. So I met this man, and he told me that when he was, I think he said 11, both of his parents died of AIDS, and he had no family left. And so before his parents passed away, they told him one thing, and they said, Abby, his name was Abby. Abby, you can do anything with what you have. And I said that it doesn't matter if it's physical or whatever, like, know what you have and make something and use it for good. And so Abby, at this point, had just lost both of his parents to AIDS, and so he was an orphan living on the streets in Africa. And he had nothing. He had no home, he had nothing. Um, and he was 11 years old, and he thought to himself, what do I have? And before his parents had passed away, they had taught him how to play the trumpet. And he's like, that's all I have. All I have is this knowledge of how to play the trumpet. And so apparently he still had this one trumpet. Was his one thing that he retained after his family passed away. And so he decided that he would start teaching other kids on the street how to play a trumpet. And by the time I met Abby, it was about 10 to 15 years later, and he had made so much money playing the trumpet in the streets and taught so many other kids how to play a trumpet. He owned and ran an orphanage filled with kids that played musical instruments in the street, all from him teaching them how to do it. And all the money that they made, everything that they did, came from this initial idea that if you have something, that you can use it to help other people. And so he taught other kids. He just kept teaching new kids how to play the trumpet. And by the end, he had an orphanage. He had a home, and he was bringing in kids, and he taught them how to play everything, play all sorts of instruments. They had a show, and so that is my story about how I kind of was given this idea of how do you use what you have to be able to do something amazing for someone else, and hopefully in big ways. Um, so that is the first story. That's the trumpet story. And it kind of, when I was traveling, I ran across another organization that I'm going to show you a short video of that comes from this same idea. So you get to hear a little bit about another really cool story that kind of combines all of the pictures you've been seeing, and all of the ideas you've been hearing about. All right, thanks. Bye, guys.